Hey, how you doing? Dr. Sis here. So in the next, 30 minutes, I'm going to go over 3 secrets to permanent weight loss. And the big thing, I want to just dispel some myths. And I'm going to show you some little tricks to make losing fat permanently much, much easier than you think it is even possible. All right. So here is what we're going to talk about today. If I can get this thing to move forward too far. All right. So talk about, I call it the Eupraxia method. And this is a method I developed over many, many years of learning. And I'm going to show you how to permanently lose weight and get stronger without having to starve yourself or spend countless hours at the gym. That's one of the big things. We want to build strength while we lose weight. We don't want to lose any good muscle weight, right? We just want to lose the fat. And I got a prize for you. If you stay till the end, I'm going to give you a chance to do our most popular program, the 6-week challenge, for free. But you have to be a super motivated person to do this because it does take a little bit of effort. And I'm going to explain a whole bunch more right now. All right, so I really need you to pay attention, right? So do your best. You know, my phone, it's off right here. Turn off your phone, take away any distractions. And this sounds, it's like, oh, this is going to change your life. I'm serious. Like, if you just apply these little things, it'll absolutely could absolutely change your life for the better. It's so important. But first, who the heck am I and why should you believe me? That's me. I just like to show I'm a product of the product, right? I just practice what I preach. I went to UWL, got some degrees there, then I got my doctorate at Palmer College. I got a bunch of certifications, yada, yada, yada. I mean, I've got loads of degrees and the physique to kind of back it up. So I guess the big thing is when it comes to who should you listen to when it comes to diet and exercise, I think I have, the background that people should listen to, right? This is all I do 24/7. I've been doing it forever. I got tons of degrees. I've been trained by expert strength and conditioning coaches because I was an athlete in college. And I'm obsessed with this stuff, man. This is all I do all day, every day. So after doing this for 20 plus years, I get it. I know how frustrating healthy eating and exercise can be. Why? Because it's made so confusing over the internet. Like, there's so many different things you hear. It's like, well, why is that? It's because so many people are trying to sell you their product or gimmick or something. And if you're confused, you might buy it. Like, once I teach things to people, they're offended by the dumb stuff people are trying to sell them. All right. So I show you what I'm going to do for you is make it really easy. Okay. And what I show, it works for everyone. I have never, ever had a person apply what I'm about to tell you and say, you know what, I did exactly what you recommended and I haven't lost any fat. I don't feel better. It's never, ever happened. And the really good news is, like, not nearly as hard as you think. I actually make it easier than a lot of it's one of the big problems, to be honest with you, is people sometimes like, it can't be this easy, but it really is, right? So I learned the hard way, right? I'll show you. I'm going to give you the easy way. Here's the hard way. 9 years of college. I've spent over $200,000 in tuition. I've read hundreds of books, probably to thousands by now. Attended countless seminars that are very expensive. And I've already worked with thousands of people, right? That's the hard way to go about it. I always tell people this, and this is the truth. If I could travel back in time and teach myself anything, right? Because I've done a lot of stupid stuff. And if I could travel back in time and prevent any of the dumb things I did, I would teach myself how to eat. It completely changed my life. I just wish I had known how to train and eat this way earlier. So the easy way, I'm going to take everything I learned and I'm going to condense it into one easy to understand and easy apply program for you. And here's the thing, knowledge is power, maybe. I'll get to that. All right, so now imagine this. I think you can see this little cursor. Imagine how much better life is if you're here and you get to hear it. I love working with Kayla every morning. She's just like a bundle of joy. How could you not be, right? Look at this. Was he like 10, 15 years younger? This is just 1 year of lifestyle changes. And now he's hooked. How could you not be addicted to looking and feeling amazing? And then the big thing, this picture, this is one of my favorite pictures of all time. And it's because when she first joined, I had a group bluff hike with members, and she couldn't come, right? Because it was a challenging hike. And then a few months later, get in shape, feeling better, go on this amazing hike, take your kid, look at this awesome scenery, kid rides shoulder. You get to experience so much more when you get fit and healthy. One of my favorite testimonials I get is when a man or woman is like, you know what? I used to watch my kids play. Now I get to get out there and run around and play with them. I get to play with them. That is so powerful. I absolutely love it. So I call it future pacing. Like, just imagine how much better things are if you apply this stuff. All right, so here are the 3 secrets we're going to cover. Secret 1, you can lose more fat. I shouldn't even say weight. Lose more fat and faster without spending hours at the gym doing that insufferable cardio. You know, like you're on a hamster wheel where you're just running or moving in place for hours and hours and hours. You don't have to do that, right? Number 2, you don't have to count calories or count macros or be hungry all the time. You know, I'm gonna explain to you how that doesn't really make any sense, and a much easier option. And then secret number 3 is people. It's almost impossible to do this on your own. It's doable, but it's hard because humans, we're pack animals, and we do better when we have a support system around us. It's really, really important. So number 1, you can lose more weight and faster without spending hours at a gym doing miserable cardio. So here's one thing. So 2, the first I'm going to talk about is this thing called your basal metabolic rate. So right now, as you're watching this, you're burning calories. I'm burning calories, okay? If not, we're dead. When you train properly, the calories you burn during a workout don't matter. They just don't, right? So if you're like on an elliptical machine and you're looking at the little screen that says you burn X calories in an hour, or you wear one of those wrist things and tells you how many calories you burned, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the amount of calories you burn in between workouts because of that workout, okay? So when you train the right way, when you train the way we do at Eupraxia, it increases your basal metabolic rate. So you literally burn more calories even when you're sleeping. That's a secret. It's so huge, right? It doesn't matter what you're burning during the workout. And that's where strength training comes into play. Strength training has been proven without question to burn calories, burn fat faster, more efficiently, and for more long term, and give you that nice tone look than doing all that insufferable cardio, all right? The problem is most people don't know how to strength train properly. They don't use proper technique and end up getting hurt. They don't know how many reps to do. They don't know how many sets to do. They don't know how to do the combination of pushes and pulls and upper and lower and not wearing out your grip so you can work your bigger muscles. And there's so much that goes into it, which makes my program so awesome, is because all the workouts are pre-done. They're pre-made. You just have to follow the script with the trainer making sure you do it right. It's so, so important. I mean, I see a lot of really, really foolishly designed workouts. We do the good stuff. And then there's a thing called HIIT training, high intensity interval training. That's something you really want to work into your workout. So it's instead of, let's say you're a runner. That's great. Running's cool, but I don't see nearly enough of this. I see people jogging all the time. I almost never see anybody running hard, like doing a sprint, like running hard for 100 meters, walk back, run hard for 100 meters, walk back, or squatting really fast, resting, squatting really fast, resting. That is stuff that we work in our workouts, and you should absolutely work into your workouts. Like if you're doing tons of steady state cardio, right? Run really hard. And just so you know, the term cardio has been so misused and is so misunderstood. So if you run at a steady state for whatever, 20 minutes, your heart's beating a little faster, you're working your cardiovascular system. That's one type of cardio. If you go really hard as you can for 20 seconds, and your heart feels like it's gonna beat out of your chest, that's a different type of cardio that a lot of people are missing. We need to get that. And here's what's really cool. I meet people like, oh yeah, I ran 2 hours yesterday, or I work out 2 hours a day. That's crazy. I work out about 2 hours a week. And a lot of times too, there's that belly fat that a lot of people have struggle with. It's the steady state cardio that makes that stay there. When you do less of the steady state stuff and more of the way we train, the belly fat goes away and you see your ab muscles. Like there's a reason I have 6-pack abs. It's not because I'm doing cardio all the time. It's because I'm doing what I'm talking about with you. Number 2, you don't have to count calories or be hungry all the time. All right. So there's 3 reasons why people like me should never count calories or be hungry. It's a pain. It's a huge pain, right? Like who's going to walk around their entire life adding up calories? Nobody. I get grumpy. I just get grumpy. If I'm minimizing what I eat and counting calories, it just puts me in a bad mood. Another thing is a calorie doesn't really equal a calorie. So what you eat isn't what you absorb, okay? Also, what's written on a package, they're up to 30% wrong. So what's written on the package is wrong. What you eat isn't what you absorb. And different types of foods, the calories affect you differently, okay? So just counting calories, it just doesn't make sense. There's also a thing called the thermic effect of food. So certain foods you burn a whole bunch of calories just to digest those calories. So the calories you're eating isn't the amount of calories you absorbed, all right? And then there's a myth that you should be eating 5 to 6 small meals a day to boost your metabolism. That's based on absolute nothingness. That is just nonsense advice that keeps getting regurgitated because somebody hears it and they repeat it and repeat it. It's like, well, where did this advice come from? Nowhere. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The way we teach is we show you how to eat, choose the right foods, just choose the right foods, eat whenever the hell you're hungry, and we look at portions based on the size, right? So like certain foods about the size of our thumb, other foods the size of our palm, certain foods eat as much as you want. It's like, have you ever met anybody that's like, oh man, I can't stop losing weight because, you know, all this broccoli I eat every night, right? There's certain foods you can just eat the heck out of. And then there's also certain foods that they may be low calorie, but they're terrible for you. And they're ruining your hormones and they're making you crave more crappy foods. And you're just making it so much harder on yourself. So we make it easy. I'm going to show you how easy we make it here in a little bit. Here's a great example. Lindsay, I met her at the start. I just pointed at the screen like you could see it. But anyhow, when I met her at the start, she was counting calories, following the food pyramid, jogging all the time, just miserable, struggling, on a bunch of medications. Got her on our system 6 months later, night and day. A couple kids, 4 years later, absolute stud. And now she's was voted the top trainer in the area. That is really, really cool. Number 3, community. Dude, I absolutely love working out. Like, I love it. And I can't do it on my own. And I love it, right? It's just having a group of people is going to 5x your success. It's not even close, right? There's a reason why I create a program where I get to work out with people, because I know how much it helps. And success breeds success. When you're training around other people who are being successful, they can't help but bring you up, and you bring them up, and you just bring each other up, right? You're never the only one, ever. No matter what you're thinking, other people are thinking the same thing. So it's so nice to me to interact and communicate with those people to help each other, right? And the thing, we're pack animals. Like, humans are meant, we are pack animals. We're meant to be in a group, all right? We're meant to be in a group. So here's our community. We do cool stuff. I should update this picture. We just took a group of about 60 people to a Spartan race. It was awesome. It was so much fun. And we love doing stuff like this because that's what, build a community, and you have fun getting fit and in shape with other people. Like, how could you not want to be a part of that? It's just so cool. And what's really cool too is when you make like fit, active, healthy eating friends, you end up doing just so many things outside of the gym together that's fit, active, and fun. One thing that we have in our community that is really, really awesome is a private Facebook group. And you get asked questions, we answer questions. Like, there's always someone there to answer questions. You just got to post in the group, and me or someone else is going to take care of it for you. Like, there's always a support system there. Or let's say, hey, I want to get up early and go for a hike somewhere. Someone will join you. It's so awesome. Karen, 1 year. Just think, man. Just think what 1 year could do. Let's say you just go all in for a year, right? Just go all in for a year. 1 year. It's like, how fast is a year? One thing I can't believe that I'm 41 years old. Like, it just doesn't seem right? But look at Karen 1 year later, right? Here's what I like. These are experiences. So this one up here, this is my favorite picture of all time. My little son and I hiked to the top of a mountain in Colorado. Like, I just cherish this moment. It's not possible if I'm not fit. Colorado, I went camping by myself way up in the mountains, and I just came to this lake in the middle of a mountain, way, 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 way. I actually hiked way up to this the next day. But this amazing memory would never happen if I didn't apply our program. This bottom one, this is our honeymoon. This is an 11-mile hilly hike at the end of it in Hawaii. Like, 11 miles, but oh my God, it was so worth it. Like, what a phenomenal memory. So this is just motivation to me. I'm hoping it helps to motivate you. The whole purpose of, getting fit and feeling better is because you get to experience more. And if you think back of all your fondest memories, just do it. What are all your fondest memories? It's almost always an experience with other people. Old habits die hard, right? You get really excited, but for most, what happens the next day? Nothing. Habits are hard to break. We give you all the tools to break your bad habits, right? It's hard. You need a support system. Let's be honest. If you already broke all your bad habits, you wouldn't be watching this right now, right? If you could do it on your own, I think you already would have. Sometimes we just need a support system. I need a support system. I'm part of this, right? I'm not only the creator, I am a product because I need the support system. I can't do it on my own. I just can't. Kim, this is so funny. When she came in like this, she was like, I'm only going to be here for 1 week. My friends drug me here. And now 5, 6 years later, she's dressing up in costumes and she did the Spartan race with us. Like, this person, no way does a Spartan race. This person crushes it, has a blast, right? It's so cool when this happens. This can happen for anybody. So let me ask you a question. How would you like someone to show you exactly how to do all of it? I mean, you could go on and try to figure it out on your own, but I could show you exactly how to do all of it. Every single workout's made for you. Sound good? Yes. The workouts are really intelligently designed, like really intelligent. You have the perfect mix of strength and endurance. Does this sound good? Yes. Shake your head. Yes, this sounds amazing. Proper technique. Show you exactly how to eat to lose weight and gain health. I'm talking show you what groceries to buy, what meals to make, how to make them, how much to eat, when to eat, what foods to avoid, what snacks to have, when to have snacks, how to eat in a restaurant, how to eat when I'm traveling, everything. Have someone to hold you hold you accountable. You get an accountability buddy. Track your progress. Something that's really cool is we track body fat percentage too, right? So we got a really high-end fancy scale to track your body fat percentage, because a lot of times at first you're losing fat and building dense muscle, so the scale doesn't change and it's deceiving. We want to see fat loss. And the other thing too, a lot of programs out there are really stupid because you're not allowed to exercise on them. And the reason they do that is because if you don't exercise, you're going to lose muscle, and muscle weighs. So you're going to have more weight loss, even though you're losing the weight you want to keep. But for them, it's like, ooh, see, you've lost 20 pounds. Well, it's like, well, I've lost 10 pounds of muscle. That's stupid. So we want to track fat loss, okay? You're motivated, right? It's more motivating to be part of a group, and you get to be part of a community, man. It's just, it's a great atmosphere to be formed. Does that sound good? I think it's amazing. Here's what you get. Here's what you get at Eupraxia. A certified trainer up to 6 days per, actually 7. We have workouts 7 days a week. Like if you just hired a trainer 7 days a week, it's going to cost you at least the $2,000 range. You get nutrition made simple. Here's the deal. I say, if you're over 12 and can speak English, you can do it. I make it that easy for you. Like it's so easy. It's almost hard for people to believe. And then once you create the habits, eating healthy is actually less expensive than the typical junk food diet, for sure. I hear about it all the time. You get a full body composition analysis, show exactly what your body fat percentage is, how much muscle you have in your body, how much fat you have in your body, and we track it just so you can see the progress. Workouts are very intelligently designed. There's a lot of really foolish workouts out there. I'll actually show you once you become part of the program. I have really good videos explaining why sit-ups, crunchies, and like Russian twists that are so common are just so bad for you. There's such better ways to work your torso so you actually create a much healthier back. No gimmicks. Once you follow what I teach, you'll never waste money on a gimmick again. I promise you that. And you get access to the secret Eupraxia community group. You can ask any questions and get them answered at any time. And accountability. You need accountability? Shake your head. Yes, you're one of those people. Yes, we're there to hold you accountable. It's very, very important. So who has this worked for? Check out Roger. He's 67. Isn't that cool? How many people, and Janice creeping in the background, it's kind of funny, but how many people can do this at 67 years old? He's not some genetic freak. In fact, his siblings and parents have already died of heart disease. He is just a picture of health with perfect blood panels. But we have moms here, dads, doctors, nurses, students, retirees. People are very out of shape. One thing you must understand is everybody here started somewhere, right? We have runners. Here's one thing, runners, man. You come and learn how to strength train, you actually get better at running, your times get better while spending less time running. And you have less injury. It's crazy. You have the people that hate working out, that become addicted. They're my favorites. I mean, every body type, anything you can imagine is part of the program. Scale of 2 people. I say, like, we're never, ever, ever staying the same. We're either getting better or getting worse, right? So I just look at, I think one of the skills that people lack is the lack of seeing how our choices affect the future. So just imagine if you just went all in, joined the program, went all in, ate the way we teach, showed up to 3 workouts a week. That's all you have to do, just 3 per week, 3 35-minute workouts per week. That's all it takes, right? And in 6 months, you're down 50 pounds. Amazing, right? Or in 1 year, you're down 100 pounds. Or the flip side, do nothing and probably get worse, right? I think just it's time, go all in. Here's what you get with the 6-week challenge that you can get for free, by the way. 6 days a week, workouts, nutrition made simple, full body composition analysis, right? We do it every 2 weeks so you can see your progress. Really, really smart workout design. You won't buy gimmicks ever again, so you can save money. You're gonna show you how to grocery shop properly, so you save money there. I give you a whole bunch of recipe books. I didn't even write that down. Maybe it's on the next page. I don't know. Oh yeah, recipe books. Oh, I got 5 of them for you. Smoothie recipe book. You get all this. Grocery shopping guide. Local. I show you. Oh, this is really good. Some good local sources to buy great meat in bulk to save you a bunch of money. If you're traveling, I give you workouts to do while you're traveling, on vacation, on the road, in the hotel. The choices, right? You can go and do the $20 a month god awful 24-hour place where you sit on an elliptical or treadmill or one of those machines that should be banned, or you come and train with a group of people that push you to go harder than you would ever go on your own, so you get results and a physique that you would never get on your own, right? That's why the power of group training is just so powerful. So Lian chose Eupraxia, and please listen up. This is so huge. Lian chose to lose weight, like most people. I don't teach to lose weight. What? What is it? I don't teach. I teach health. When she started eating healthy, not only did she lose weight and feel amazing, showing off her muscles, her Crohn's disease went away. Like Crohn's disease that was so bad she was hospitalized. She's getting infusions every 6 weeks, spending thousands and thousands of dollars. Gone. She's completely Crohn's free, off her antidepressants, right, and feels amazing. Her life has completely changed. See, it's way more than losing weight. We teach health. That's why it's a health club, right? We teach health. And so many people, just things they never thought possible, symptoms, it just goes away. So what do you get with the challenge? Training 6 days a week or 7. All you have to come to is 3. Some people like coming to 4 or 5. Some people come to 7. They're insane. But all you got to do is 3, right? Nutrition's so easy. If you're over 12 and can turn on a stove and read English, you can do it, all right? Body comp analysis times 4 times in 6 weeks. But you can do it every 2 weeks as long as you remember. I don't do it more than that because I don't want you to be like addicted to a scale and numbers. Just every so often, just check progress, make sure you're on the right path, and see if we need to tweak anything. Let me ask you this, right? If you did the program and all it did was give you a whole bunch more energy, would it be worth it? Yes. If all it did was help it make it so you can go buy smaller, cuter clothes, would that be worth it? Yes. You know one of the big benefits people tell me is like all the time is it just like lifts your brain fog. Like you can just think clear and you're more motivated and get more stuff done. It's just that the fog and haziness goes away. Huge benefit. Like if it just did that, right? And then there's the ripple effect, right? So here's what's the coolest thing is the way we teach to eat. It applies to everyone, right? So the way I eat is the way my wife eats. It's the way my 4-year-old eats, and it's the way my 1-year-old eats. I kid you not. And then when everyone eats the same way, so Karen, she just brought our habits home, and now her husband's fitter and feeling better and amazing, right? So the habits and eating and all the stuff you learn, it ripples to the people around you, and their lives improve too, right? It's just awesome. 1 year. Let me ask you this. If you only lost 2 pounds a week, it's like, oh, only 2 pounds a week? That's so... 1 year, you're down over 100 pounds. Think about that, right? We got to start thinking long-term and how quickly, if we just lose just 2 pounds a week, very, very doable. How much, one thing I would love to, you know what I mean? You watch this, I don't know. Maybe your goal is to just get strength. That's awesome. I love that we can do that. But maybe most people, the truth is the goal is fat loss. Do you know how exhausting it is to carry around 40 or 50 extra pounds 24/7? It's brutal. It's brutal. How do I know that? Because I love going hiking and doing hunting trips where I got like a 50-pound pack on. I get to take it off at the end of the day or at the end of a walk. It's amazing how much better I feel when I get, it's like, oh my God, it's so exhausting carrying that around all the time. We help you get that extra weight off, right? A lot of times you're like, oh, eating healthy is hard. It's not nearly as hard as carrying around extra body weight all the time. It's not even close. It's not even close. So if you want to get started, go to our website and just click on the 6-week challenge and apply. You just got to apply. And if we'll talk to you, and if you qualify, you can get the program for free, right? And what's my angle on this? You get the 6 weeks, you get amazing results, you become addicted to the lifestyle, and you want to stay forever, right? I'm looking long term. My goal is to have people that are eating well and training with me for the next 60 years, literally. That's the goal, right? So most people, before they start, there's fears, right? Fears of being judged, fears of failing, fears of getting hurt. Let me tell you, the biggest one is the fear of being judged. Everyone in this room that you're about to work with, for one, most everybody's worried about what you're thinking about them. It's kind of crazy when you realize that instead of me worrying about what they're thinking about me, I know that they're worried about what I'm thinking about them, right? But why would you ever let someone else's imagined thoughts stop you from improving your life? That's crazy. But I promise you, everybody that is in our gyms has been where you are and are very encouraging and supportive. And I promise you, if someone wasn't and said something or was negative to someone, I'd drag their ass out by their ears. I kid you not. I would drag them right out the door. So just the hardest part is showing up for the first day. It's the hardest part. But if you just commit to showing up, it gets way easier after that. You just got to say goodbye to your fears and just show up that first day. Apply and show up one day. All right. And once you do, and get the 6 workouts a week, nutrition made simple. If you're over 12, you can do it. I promise you. It's almost too easy. It's like, it can't be this easy. It's almost hard to believe, but it is. It really is. Right. Body comp analysis, 4 times, expert work, really, really good workouts to burn fat and build strength. You'll never waste money on gimmicks again. Access to our community, accountability, plus all the bonuses I mentioned, and you can get it all for free, right? Go to this website. Now versus later. So here's what happens. Here's what happens when you do the program. Here's where you are now. So later in the future, you have more good weight, more muscle weight, less fat weight. Your confidence goes up. I mean, do you know how cool it is when you feel strong and muscular and fit? Your confidence just goes up, right? It's so cool when you go to the grocery store. I got so many women. It's like, yeah, this guy offered me to lift. I'm like, no, I got it, because you're confident. Just boom, just go. And you do more stuff when you have more confidence. Energy goes through the roof. I kid you not. I wear my he's just about 4. I wear my 4-year-old into the ground, right? I have way more energy than he does. He needs to nap. I don't, right? Can you imagine having more energy than your kids? It's possible. Symptoms get better. Joint pains go away. A lot of people the reason joints hurt isn't because you overdid it, it's because you don't do it enough. Joints need motion. And when you start eating good foods and your inflammation goes down, your mobility goes up, and your strength goes up, a lot of your aches and pains actually go away. Symptoms go away. You actually feel better, right? And the rut hits us all, right? We all, the funk. The funk hits us all. You get in a rut, we're here to help get you out of it. Don't you worry about that, right? We're here to help keep you on the wagon. Ooh, these people have been here for years and years and years. How cool is that? I love it when someone joins. It's like, oh my gosh, I've been a member for 5 years now. It's like, wow, where the hell did 5 years go by? But imagine what your life would have been like if you hadn't joined. Like, oh my God, I can't imagine. I'm so glad I joined. Like, how cool is that? I should put a guy in there. That's the thing too, guys. If you're a man listening to this, women, talk to your guys about this. Like I said, group training, it's just for women. That's such a load of nonsense. You know what group training is? Sports practice, right? When I was playing rugby and football and wrestling, group training was called practice. And some of our practices included workout practices where we go to the gym as a group and we do a workout as a group. That's what group training is, right? It's not some sexist women's only thing. It drives me crazy that myth. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's the guys. I want to feel. Hey, Dan, man, look at how much younger he looks. Isn't that awesome? Look at these shoulders and guns. Here's what you want, guys. You want bigger shoulders, broader shoulders, and less beer belly. That's cool, right? That's cool. The whole nonsense dad bod being cool thing is such a load of shit. I mean, there's nothing cool about being out of shape and overweight, not having enough energy to play with your kids. Nothing cool about that. Stop pretending like it's cool, right? Take pride in being strong and fit. Money, right? Money is always an issue. Here's one thing that I've learned is money always replenishes, right? Always. So, but what doesn't come back is time. We put way too goddamn much emphasis on money and not enough on time. We'll waste time to make money to buy stuff we don't need, right? When you eat better, when you exercise consistently, not only do you get the most valuable asset ever, more time, but you get higher quality time, okay? And here's the thing, you can save so much time because I'm taking what I spent 20 years obsessing over learning and giving it to you, and you learn it in 6 freaking weeks, man. It's just, it's so valuable. But once you join, what you're gonna get, once you apply, so you gotta go to the website down here, click the button, just go to the website, it'll be like you'll see it, 6-week challenge, apply, trainer 6 days a week, unlimited healthy eating plan. It's so good, so good. Body comps, extra workouts, private group, all the bonuses, you get everything, right? And here's the deal. At the beginning, I said knowledge is power. That's not true. Knowledge is power if you act on it, okay? So knowledge without action is useless, right? What good does it go to have all the answers in the world if you don't give them to anybody? Pointless. So I'm going to give you the knowledge, and then we have the tools in place and the accountability to help you to take action so you get amazing results with the knowledge I give you, all right? Just so you know, I'm nothing special, right? Not at all. I'm just an average dude. I gain weight. You know those people that if they just, like look at a piece of cake, they gain weight? I'm one of those people. I can put on fat so easy, it's ridiculous, but I've really figured out the eating plan, so it just doesn't happen. I've had multiple nagging surgeries from sports, 3 knee surgeries, hip surgery, shoulder surgery, right? My body's been, and here's the deal. If I don't exercise and eat good, I hurt so much more. Like when I'm consistent with the eating and exercise, my body feels amazing. Like I can't believe I'm over 40. Like my body feels like I'm 20, right? It feels amazing. But if I were to have cheat meals or not exercise, I hurt, I ache, I feel terrible. My energy goes down. It's crazy. I have kids at home. I get it. It's hard making time for workouts. That's why with our plan, you only have to, it's 2 hours a week. It's not much time. You don't have to spend hours and hours at the gym, right? Who has time for that when you got kids and work and sports and all that kind of stuff? You don't have time for that. And the meals, they're so quick and easy. A lot of times healthy eating, it's just, some of the recipes are ridiculous, right? It takes you 2 hours and 7,000 ingredients. We don't do it, right? We show you how to make it easy. I'm like you where the funk comes once in a while. I just have low points. I think everybody has low points. And we have strategies to get through it. The group helps a lot. It's like even in the funk, I show up, the group makes me feel better. I get tempted just like you do, right? It's just, I got a strategy that really helps with temptation, like really helps with temptation. And once you do this, it's just really easy to not cave to tempting foods, right? And to be honest with you, I hate cardio. You're not going to find me going for a 5-mile jog. You'll never find me on a like elliptical or treadmill, like jogging ever. It won't happen because it's just, I hate it. And you don't need to do it to have a really healthy, fit physique and good cardiovascular health. Don't wait for tragedy, right? Too often I have people where something terrible happens, and after something terrible happens, like, oh, I need to change my lifestyle. Sometimes the terrible happens and you don't get a second chance. Mark had a heart attack in his 30s. Crazy. That was his wake-up call. Don't wait, man. Learn from other people. One thing I'm good at is I'm good at learning from other people. Because, maybe it's because as a doctor and you see patients and you meet these people who they're miserable. And they're miserable because of the choices they made in the past. And all of them wish they could go back in time and start over and make better choices so they're not miserable right now. So for me, it's like, well, I don't want to be in that place in the future. So I'm going to make every choice I can now. So when the future becomes the now, I feel amazing. All right. Again, here's what you get. Personal trainer, 6 days a week. All of this, man, all of this. And you can get it for flipping free, right? If you qualify, which most people do. Cool. All you got to do is apply. We'll contact you right away. You apply, we'll contact you. We'll set up a meeting and we'll talk. It's super low stress, right? This is how easy it is. Go to the site, put in your information. We'll call you. We'll set up a meeting. We'll sit down and talk and see if we're a good fit for each other. See if like, I don't think I can help you, or if, let's say you're not ready for exercise, then we just start with the food. Just start with the food. Let's say you don't want any help with food and you just wanted to work out. We can do that too. Let's say it's like, oh my gosh, I think there's something else underlying going on. I'm going to refer you to a medical professional. All right. So we got to start with a conversation. Or maybe you have an injury. It's like, you know what? Let's focus on getting this injury better first, and then we can transition into the workout. So we got to got to meet first to make sure we're a good fit for each other. So here's my crazy offer, right? I've said it. You're nervous because nothing seems to work for you? Yes, right? So many people, you've tried so many things. It's like, gosh, here's another thing that's just not going to work. I've never had this not work, ever. That's why you can get this for free, so you can see that it works and then stay for the future. Sound awesome? Yes, this is awesome. So go apply right away. Here's the website, 6-week challenge. If you have any questions, just call us. We'd love talking on the phone. I'd much rather you call so we can talk as opposed to email, right? I don't know. I think there's way too little like human interaction these days. And I much rather have a conversation or a face-to-face with you and avoid all the email back and forth. All right. So I'd love to talk to you. And that's it. So thanks for spending, what was that, 30 minutes with me? And I look forward to talking to you as soon as possible. And before I finish, like, if your thing is like, well, I got a holiday coming up, or I got this coming, let me ask you, you know what I mean? There's always something. There's always a birthday, office party, vacation, holiday, Christmas. That's one thing we give you too. We give you recipes on how to handle the holidays. And we show you how to pick foods at the holidays, because there's always something. Always something. Right? Let me ask you this. Say, it's another time. Let's just say, and this has happened. So, you know what? Your kid needs a kidney and you're a match. But the doctor's like, you know what? We need to do surgery, but right now you're too overweight. You need to lose 40 pounds to do the surgery. Would you do it? Like, yes, let's get on it. Like, I'm ready. What do I got to do to lose the weight? Absolutely. Or would you say, I don't know. We got holidays coming up and vacation. It's just not the right time. Sorry, little Jimmy. You know what I mean? There's no perfect time. There's never a great right time. There's always now, and now is always a better time. I mean, any point in the future, any point, once you get to where you're going to be like, thank God I started when I did. Or to be like, God darn it, if I had just started back then, I'd already be where I want to be. Okay, so don't wait. Go to the website, click the button, and I'll call you right away and we'll talk.